This is Riz here from Pathfinder Dentistry, and I've come to you all with a question. Are you a dentist in India or actually any part of the world that is thinking that dentistry is not really the best profession? Are you in a career dilemma as to thinking maybe I can't make enough money with dentistry or have a good lifestyle? And you're thinking maybe you do some course like an MBA or a hospital management and think of diverting your career. Why I'm coming to think of this is that in a couple of years ago, what happened is I came across this article that was published in one of the papers in India where an BDS graduate had applied for a PU's job. It was a government job, so obviously there's a lot of perks for the job. But it was something like 20 to 25,000 rupees per month pay, so it was not like an amazing pay. But sadly, I think dentists in India don't have a great pay, especially when you're starting as soon as you finish your career, or rather finish your course. So I'm just gonna go through a little table. So if you look at this table here, you can see that most of the prices are taken from salaries on Indeed and some of the similar websites based in India, where the different salaries per month. So for a teacher, you're getting about 45,000 rupees per month. For an intern, it's about 21,000. A police officer is about 68,000. A Swiggy driver is about 25,000. A clerical kind of job is between 20 to 30,000. And unfortunately for dentists, what I saw was about 17 to 18,000 rupees per month, which is not a lot more than probably housemaids. So it is something to consider. So I had my cousin who finished her dentistry last year, and obviously when she was joining the course, I was in full encouragement and telling her parents as well, dentistry is the best profession. And I still do think dentistry is the best profession, by the way. So we'll come to that in a second. So when she applied for jobs, as soon as she finished her course, somebody offered her a job. I mean, as far as the truth is that the best offer she got was 5,000 rupees per month. But what they told us that they'll teach her everything about like doing root canals and all about implants, and obviously there was a lot of career progression for her in the job. But 5,000 rupees is something for us to definitely consider. So for us to understand where we are now, we need to know where we started from. So the first dental college that was started in India was by Rafiuddin Ahmed. So he was he finished his bachelor's from Aligarh University, and then he went to University of Iowa. He completed his DDS from there. I think it was in 1915 or something like that. And then obviously there was the World War, and I think in 1918 till 1918 he was in America, and then he returned in 1990. And he started the first dental college called as R. Ahmed Dental College in Calcutta in 1920. Since then, so the first year, I think first 3 years, there was about 11 students each year. One of the very significant pupils of that time was Fatima Ali Jinnah. She is actually known as the mother of the nation of Pakistan. She is a sister of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So there was dental profession was obviously just kicking off in India at the time. Then further on from there, the dental college progressed, and in 1949 it was renamed as it was taken over by the University of Calcutta, and he was the principal of the college till about 1945. Another few significant contributions by R. Ahmed was that he was the one who started the Indian Dental Journal. That was in 1925, and then he also started the Bengal Dental Association. I think that was sometime in 1947 or something like that, and which was later renamed to be the Indian Dental Association, for which I'm sure a lot of you are a part of. Another interesting fact about Indian dentistry and how it's spread. So about 2,76,000 dentists have registered in the Dental Council of India, and of which it's very clustered. So the least was in Sikkim, which had only about 46 dentists in all of the state. And if you look at Karnataka, which had about 46,000 dentists in Karnataka, and it's also very directly proportional to the number of dental colleges. So there's about 42 dental colleges in Karnataka, and there's none in Sikkim. So another state that's got a lot of dentists compared to the population is Kerala. Again, I'm one of them. I studied in Karnataka, so obviously there's a lot of people going to Karnataka to do their course and then moving back to Kerala. So if you want to be a dentist and if you want to make some money, move out of Karnataka, unless you want to be a faculty, because there's a lot of opportunity for faculty in Karnataka. Find yourself the right place. It's being at the right place at the right time. So, you don't want to be in Bangalore. Bangalore's got about 12 dental colleges and the most number of dentists. So yeah, you want to try and find areas where there is a lot of opportunity, and just moving out and finding out where your niche is what I would advise. For us to understand what is the current situation, we need to understand what has happened in the last 100 years of the dental profession. So it was started in 1920, and we are exactly 100 years from then, 2020. So there was about 11 students when it started, and then in about 1970s there was a recorded number of about 8,000 for the all of the population of India, and then it shot up to about 30,000 plus dentists each year passing out in about 2010, and which is now, when I check the Dental Council of India, it's come down to about 26,700 odd seats. And funnily enough, what I noticed is actually, of all these seats that's there, BDS, in 313 dental colleges, only 24,000 odd were taken up last year. That is 2019 to 2020. So I think less than 2,000 seats were left vacant, and something for us to think about. So what is the current statistics of dental colleges? There are about 313 dental colleges in India which provide the BDS degree, of which about 269 also provide MDS. And the total number of seats, like I said, for BDS about 26,000. And for MDS, it's about, I think, 6,200 odd. So that's the total number of seats that's there in India for dentists. So one of the other interesting fact that I found in my research was that the number of faculty in India, it's about 36,000 odd number of faculty in India, which is quite a large number. So, and most of them, I'm guessing, would probably be a postgraduate degree. So there are about 313 dental colleges, of which about 40 are government colleges, all the rest are private, and a lot of faculty. So there's a lot of opportunity for, if you want to be a faculty, then you want to be around these cities, of which one of the findings was that I think Bangalore's got the largest number of dental colleges in all of India. So if you want to be a faculty, that's where you want to be headed. Another interesting fact I found was that the dental hygiene, so when I was studying, the dental hygiene was not a thing, but obviously it's highly in demand. They have a great career option anywhere abroad, particularly in UK, America, I mean all of the developed countries. And I was quite pleasantly surprised that it is one of the career options in India, and there are registered dental hygienists, about 3,500 odd, which is a very pleasant surprise for me. how India compares with the rest of the world, and if there is something that we really need to be worried about the number of dentists that's there in India. Let's just look at some of the world statistics. So I've just got most of the information is from the World Health Organization. Most of the data is from 2014 to 2019. Most of it's actually trying between the last 3 years anyways, but some are older data depending on where I could source it from. So I'm going to put out this chart for you all to have a look at and to understand how India compares with the rest of the world. All of the numbers given on the chart is the number of, so I'm also going to do physicians, so you just get an idea of number of doctors that's there per 10,000 and number of dentists that's there per 10,000 of the population. For India, it's about 7 doctors for every 10,000 people, and about nearly 1.9 dentists per 10,000 population of India. So we have about 1.3 billion, and the total number of registered dentists in India is about 276,000. So which is not a huge number, and actually if you compare it to America, it is about, America's got 2,415 or something like that. So it's fairly comparable. We've got 7,000 more, but for the number of population, we're probably still probably okay. So I'm just also going to go through the different other countries. So in UK, you're looking at about 5.6 dentists for per 10,000, and physicians about 27.9. If you look at America, physicians is 24.5 and dentists is about 5.7. UAE is 19.3 physicians for every 10,000 and 6.5 dentists. Now, very strikingly, the country NEU, I wasn't aware there was a country called NEU, but it stood out. It had about 30 physicians for every 10,000 and 40 dentists for every 10,000 people. And so when I checked up, this is just a little island of New Zealand, and they had only a population of 1,600, so 1,620 people who lives in the island. So that's still not bad then. Then I was looking at Monaco, which also showed a very high physician to population of 71, which was actually probably the highest I noticed. Actually, Qatar is quite similar as well. Physicians was 71.7 and dentists were 10.4 in Monaco. The other important countries that might interest you is Canada. There is 20.7 physicians and 6.3 dentists for every 37 million people. So I mean for the whole population, 37 million people. Australia, 32.7 physicians and 5.9 dentists for 25.1 million people. Qatar, again, 77 physicians and 6.1 dentists for 2.6 million people. And New Zealand also has fairly quite a large number of dentists. It's about 6.24 dentists per 10,000 people of the population. So as you can see, India is, most of the developing countries is about 5 to 6, and India's nearly 2. So it's not a large number, 10,000 people. So why are we getting so worried about? Again, I understand that, in America or most of the developed countries, there is people go for their regular checkups, routine 6-monthly checkups. So there's always a footfall in the practice. In India, which is more like an emergency practice. But what we need to understand is that the problem in India is actually if you see where it's all populated. So I was looking at, again, some more statistics. We have about like I said, 276,000 people registered, of which 68% of that is in the urban areas. Urban areas like cities and towns, obviously, people want to have a good lifestyle, they want to send their children to good schools. So that is where people like to concentrate. So in the urban areas, there's about 5 dentists for every 1,000 people. So that is why you see, when you can start seeing, dental clinics coming up like, every month literally, because that is the population. But if you go to the rural areas, there's a lot of studies which I will put it all into a blog, but those studies have shown that the rural areas have a huge shortage actually even now, and about the rest, whatever, so 38% remaining are dentists are in the rural areas. And there, if you look at it, it's almost like one dentist for every 1 lakh people. So and in some areas of India as well, some states, is actually one dentist per 2.5 lakh people. So there's a lot of areas that are having a shortage. So India is still having a huge potential. Again, what we need to keep in mind is that dentistry, it's the most prevalent disease. Oral diseases is the most prevalent of all the diseases considered by WHO. And so periodontitis, gingivitis, dental caries, and 32 teeth per person. So there's a lot of work for everybody. So there's no need to be worried and fret about the fact that is dentistry still going to be a viable profession, because it is, because the number of people, number of teeth, and the fact that and almost 30% of the population is edentulous in the world. So so many people who have got missing teeth. So it's not something that we have to really get worried about, is what my understanding is. So coming to wind it all up, so why is again, there is opportunity for dentists in India, and I completely believe that. Dentistry is an absolutely amazing profession. I still completely believe that. If you're still not happy in India, or obviously grass is green on the other side of the fence, I want to obviously come back to India, and missing family and the food and the temperature and everything that's there, everything about India. I do miss it a lot. So I want to come back to India, and then I know obviously some of y'all might want to. I'm an immigrant dentist, and to be honest, I think I've done fairly well. So there is opportunity outside, and so countries like UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all quite well sought after. And what I'm planning to do in these set of videos is to try and help you understand what are your opportunities in each of the countries, how you can get here, what are the exams, what are your visa problems, and the other obstacles that you need to get through if you want to work in one of these countries, also the other countries. But what also I want to cover is how you can do post-graduation like I have done here, and what are your options, what are the colleges, how much it's going to cost. So I've just got a brief description of everything. So those are the kind of videos that I am planning to put up, so that I can give you an opportunity to actually find your full potential, find out what post-graduation you can do, where you can work. But more importantly, important than all this is actually just upskilling and just getting better at whatever you do. Dentistry is an amazing profession. You can do so many things. Unlike you don't really need to do a post-graduation, is what I'm trying to say. You can still do a lot with as a general practitioner. You can just upskill by the latest technologies, by using good labs, and so on and so forth. So that is me winding off, just to give you a thumbs up and say that dentistry is good, we'll all be good, we'll all protect each other's back, and there's a lot that you can do, learn, upskill, and be better, and make a lot of money actually in dentistry. So if you like the channel, if you tell me that you like it, and if there is, because obviously if I want to spend my time, I want to know that it's working and it's helping some people. So if it's helping you, let me know, subscribe, thumbs up, and if there's any particular topic you want me to cover, put it in the comments below, and I will try and get back to you with that. So that's me signing off. Riz. Ciao.